Hi, I'm Ken Fee, CEO of Business Technology Architects.
And I'm Dave Beekner, CTO of Business Technology Architects.
I wanted to talk about our approach and why we think that architecture is important. Doesn't matter what size the business is. I think Fortune 500s, yeah, they have a vision of architecture, but also the small business, the 250 employee business, a lot of times they have these accidental architectures. And what do they do with that? And why do they tend to spend more money going through that process? Because it's more of a firefighting mode as opposed to growing with intention.
Well, I think you touched on a couple things that are really important. Number one, most IT folks spend their days firefighting. I mean, really, when you get right down to it, that's what a lot of us have done. Mm-hmm. And part of the issue is being able to take the time to step back and do that. And do you hire somebody who stays out of the firefight and can do it all the time? Or do you bring in somebody who can do it, periodically? Mm-hmm. The second thing is that there is a lot of accidental kind of things. People buy what looks good at the time or what fixes a particular problem, but they don't think of what goes on completely. And you do need to sort of take a step back and say, okay, what's the problem we're trying to solve, which is whatever the business is doing. Mm-hmm. And then how do you put the technology together to make that problem work well, solve that problem? How do you make things go so that the technology that you deployed actually helps the business do what the business does? Because unlike us, most people are not in business for technology. Most people are in business to do something else to make money. And how do you help them do that and make the technology make sense? And so in small companies, it's a sort of, do we even know what all the technologies are? In big companies, some of the issues are we've got lots of different pieces and lots of different people making decisions, and how do we put them all together?
Yeah. And who do you think spends more money in this?
Per capita or overall? Actually, sometimes I wonder if small companies don't spend more per capita on IT than they think they do, because they kind of keep fixing whatever.
Yeah, because they put a Band-Aid on. Yeah. To a Band-Aid, to another Band-Aid.
So this month I buy a new server because the old server died. And next, 6 months from now, I buy a new PC because the old PC died. And whether they work together or not, we don't know. But, hey, we applied the Band-Aid. Big companies spend a lot of money. I mean, if you look at the POs, they're great if you're a manufacturer, yeah. Right? But I wonder sometimes if per capita, the small companies don't really eat it more than they think they do.
Yeah, yeah.